And this really is a good defense because what they've done is focus on...
Third down there, but he cannot connect.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work.
Gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you
physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now we've got a third down and 3. Up the middle they go. Goodrich. And he will have a Ravens first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. These two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, week 7, and it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one, so now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore. Got his man complete over the middle. That's more. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
At the 36-yard line.
Now a give, right side. Goodrich. And he's going to burn his way forward to the 48. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Flowers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a first down. That last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball. On 2nd down now. Goodrich. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 3rd down and 1. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The Bengals with 2 extra DBs. A nickel look on 3rd. Blanketing the passing lanes. Looking to throw. Flowers. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Flowers. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And a gain of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Flowers. Touchdown! A great effort there. 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Over the middle, it's complete. The Bengals going to use the Souths as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go. And operating from the gun, Sheridan. That is caught at the 7. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL here on this first day of November. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, and it's the Titans with the lead in the second quarter of play. The Titans seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Next, we head off to check out another game, and things didn't work out so well as they fall to the visiting New England Patriots. The Patriots able to climb back over 500 with the victory as they stay within range of a playoff spot at 5-4. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville, see what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. The Jaguars trying to hold on and claim victory.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Bengal offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Looking to throw on second down. Sheridan able to complete this one to McLeod. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
A gain of 5 yards, and the Bengals first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Out of the backfield, complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be second down.
At the 43-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Now a handoff up the middle. Downing. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, we often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. Well, past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
Throwing on first down. Sheridan. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And only a yard yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. You know, maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to keep the crowd going. They're loving that. But defensively, they just can't get it together to get the stops they've needed in order to help increase their margin. They've got to find a way, but you're not counting on it. Exactly what you said. Can't miss your turn, can't miss your opportunity.
Yeah, they're going for another opportunity now. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Back to throw. Flowers.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points. What to do on second? You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll leave them with third and a full yard to go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on third and a yard.
Looking to throw. Sheridan. Got an open man. It's McLeod. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Cincinnati.